Good evening and welcome to today's International Broadcasting. I'm Iman Haribi, and tonight we bring you the latest developments on the ongoing tragedy unfolding in Gaza on the 132 days of the genocide. Israeli occupation forces continue its relentless aggressions against Gaza for the fifth consecutive month, resulting in the loss of hundreds of civilians' lives and extensive destructions of homes, buildings, apartments, properties, and infrastructures throughout the Gaza Strip. In the past 24 hours, according to the Ministry of Health, Israeli committed 9 massacres, resulting in the death of 87 civilians and injuring 104 others. The top continued to rise, with the number of slain Palestinians reaching 28,663, while 68,395 others have been injured since the onset of Israeli aggression on October 7, 2023. Despite ongoing rescue efforts, a number of victims remain trapped under the rubble and on the street as the occupation forces obstruct the ambulances and civil defense crews from reaching them. Furthermore, medical sources reported that dozens of civilians were killed today, with many other wounded in Israeli artillery bombardments targeting various parts of the Gaza Strip. The UN Committee on Rights of the Child has described the situation of children in Gaza as catastrophic, emphasizing that the majority of the casualties are innocent children. In our news also, meanwhile, heavy tank and machine gun fire as Israeli forces may enter another hospital in Khan Yunis after ordering occupants to evacuate this morning. And what you need to know about the situation unfolding at the PCH Nasser Hospital. First of all, Nasser Hospital is the largest functioning medical facility in Gaza Khan Yunis, which has been under Israeli siege for weeks. Despite orders to evacuate, thousands remain trapped inside. Among them are approximately 300 medical staff and 460 patients and 10,000 displaced individuals seeking shelters from the ongoing violence. According to Gaza's health ministry, Israeli occupation forces stormed the Nasser medical complex in Khan Yunis after demolishing the southern wall. The military forces targeted the ambulances garage and 10 housing displaced Palestinians and reportedly bulldozed mass graves within the compounds, as stated by Ashraf Al-Qudra, the Ministry of Health spokesperson. And also Israeli forces ordered the hospital administration to transfer all the patients, including those in intensive care and the nursery, to all sections of the compound. Al-Qudra also confirmed that 6 patients on the ventilator were among those relocated. The situation at Nasser Hospital remained critical, with concerns growing for the safety and the well-being of those trapped inside amid the ongoing Israeli military escalation. Furthermore, Palestinian Minister of Health, Makala, has condemned the latest attack on Nasser Hospital as yet another crime added to the series of atrocities committed by the occupation forces against the Palestinian people amid the ongoing aggressions toward the Gaza Strip. Al-Qaeda emphasized that the Israelis' relentless pumping and shelling have rendered no place safe within the Strip. The occupation forces have maintained a strict siege on the hospital complex for 25 consecutive days, with snipers targeting individuals inside the premise and its courtyard. In addition, the UN said last week that there are no fully functioning hospitals left in Gaza, with only 13 out of 36 across Gaza working at some capacity. This raises the questions posed by the head of the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, Taleb Lazarani, who said, where will the civilians go? There is absolutely no safe place in Rafah anymore. Israeli forces are also preparing a ground offensive in Rafah, a designated safe zone that has become the last refugee for displaced Palestinians. People now are fleeing Rafah to avoid the military offensive and sustained Israeli radar bombardment on the area, which killed dozens each day. Also, back to Philip Laduran, the head of the UNRWA, says that the agency will begin to experience negative cash flow next month, spending more money than is being donated. The UNRWA is the only agency able to provide humanitarian aid at the scale necessary for the Gaza Strip. Dismantling this agency would have a negative impact on the transitional period after the war is over. Also, to talk about the damage, the civilian infrastructure continue to be reported across Gaza, including residential buildings, schools, hospitals, roads, cemeteries, as well as water and sanitation facilities. UNICEF reported that at least half of water, sanitation, and hygiene facilities have been damaged or destroyed in Gaza. And according to UN OSAP, that 30% of the structures in Gaza Strip have been destroyed or sustained severe or moderate damage, with the governorate of Gaza and Khan Yunis experiencing the highest rise in damage in this January 2024 compared to November 2023. And also to stress out that the population movement out of Rafah toward Deir al-Balah and al-Nusrat refugee camp have been reported following intensified airstrikes on Rafah. This is occurring with the context of raising food insecurity, limitations on the entry of aid, and the erosion of copying mechanism and the prospect of a ground offensive in this area. Also, the World Food Programme WFP expressed concerns that displacement from Rafah would further decrease the resilience of people who have been previously displaced to Rafah in search for a safety, and also the actions against hunger warned that it will be forced to suspend its all activities if the military offensive expands to Rafah. And also the Food and Agriculture Organization reported that the unprecedented level of acute food insecurity and hunger and near famine like conditions in Gaza, warning that will be every passing day more and more people are simply going hungry and having less accessibility to food, nutrition, and water and medical services. With every passing day, the humanitarian situation in Gaza deteriorates further, with more and more people facing hunger, lack of access to essential services, and displacement. The international community must act urgently to address this crisis and to ensure that the protection of Palestinian civilians in Gaza. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing situations unfolding in Gaza. Have a good night. May Allah bless you all. Thank you.